So police are cracking down on car rallies. And from what I understand, not just in one municipality, but this is starting to grow right across the entire country and even, I would say, North America. There's all kinds of coverage online from different media outlets. York police issue nearly $40,000 in fines after unauthorized Vaughan car rally. $38,000 in fines issued after an unauthorized car rally in Vaughan. Police say about 30 vehicles were driving in circles, performing stunts, revving engines, and playing loud music at a plaza parking lot at Rutherford and Islington. But you know what? You don't have to look very far on the internet to see what's taking place at a lot of these car rallies. The fact that people are doing the burnouts in circles. Every weekend, people are getting hurt. There's fights. People are getting seriously injured in the fights. There's assaults that are taking place. There's even worse things taking place, worse offenses. I don't want to get into everything. My video will probably get banned because I'm saying all these things. You know, there's a real difference between a bunch of car enthusiasts getting together to admire others' vehicles. It's something that I used to enjoy going to. I'd walk along the pier. There'd be 30, 40 cars out with their hoods up. These car rallies are something different. Well, what did you think would happen after a while? Last summer, police were at a car rally for a very valid reason because some of these things were taking place. They start throwing rocks. They start throwing bottles and drinks at the police vehicle. The police have to leave while all this other stuff takes place. There's property offenses. There's damages taking place. People are getting in accidents. It's a nightmare. And it's also a nightmare for some of the residents who live in these areas that got to listen. Nobody cares about your burnouts. Not everybody wants to listen to your loud muffler, your loud exhaust. There's a time and place. And you know what? You went too far. You lost support. What should have happened is some of the individuals who attend these car rallies with these listen, again, I love cars. I love done-up cars. Some of the folks who are attending some of these rallies with pure intentions actually should have got mad at the ones who were causing all the trouble because you ruined it for everybody else. What did you think would happen after a while? Police have to enforce it. If there's enough public outcry, if enough people are getting hurt, if property damage is occurring, then what has to happen? Police have to patrol the area. It's up to you. Want a car rally? There's a time and place. It could have been good. I've made videos about this in the past, about police patrolling parks at night with their ATVs. Excuse me. I would post on my Instagram the fact that police would be on park patrol at night and people, some of the naysayers, it's a waste of time, waste of resources, waste of taxpayers' money. I would go to some of the parks when I was on day shift. And you know what I would see? Broken glass, broken bottles, garbage, used condoms. And guess who uses these parks? Families. Folks out walking their dog in the morning. And this is what they have to deal with? Listen, when I was a teenager, never mind when I was a teenager, well into my 20s and beyond, we looked after our stuff. And if one of my friends was acting up, if anybody was acting up, smashing bottles, you know what? We took it upon ourselves to get mad at that person. And that's what needs to happen. I'll tell you a secret. Cops have better things to do. They don't want to be messing around in a park at 2 a.m. There's so many better things to do. But guess what? That they're required to do so because of the garbage, because of the assaults that take place and other things, broken glass. Who wants to deal with that? So then the cops are forced to do it, and the comments come in that they should have better things to do. It's a waste of taxpayers' money and everything else. If you got mad at your friends, you take it upon yourself. You got mad at your friends to tell them to smarten up, then this wouldn't happen. And it's the same thing with fireworks. You want to have fun, that's great. There's a time and a place, and there's parks, and there's designated times and zones where you can shoot off fireworks. It's fun. But you know what? You get people who are buying them. They're shooting them at one another. They're shooting them at buildings as they're driving down the street. What do you think is going to happen? All of a sudden, there becomes a ban on fireworks. And then people say, this is nothing but the government trying to ban things and take away fun for everybody else. No, the onus is on you. Partially on you, I should say, that to be fair, to get mad at your buddies, to get mad at your friends and tell them to smarten up. Listen, people are getting hurt. And sometimes it's a week later and people are still shooting off fireworks. And then the police have to get involved. And then you want to get mad at the police like they got nothing better to do. Again, they do have better things to do. There's plenty of people out there that enjoy car rallies like me and who want to drop by. But you ruined it for a lot of those folks who now have to go through all kinds of paperwork just to have a proper car rally. You ruined it for them. And you ruined it for yourselves too. There's something called, personal responsibility, civic responsibility, $40,000 in one weekend. And if you think it's going to get better, it's not. Tell your friends to smarten up. Be safe out there. Look after one another, and perhaps we will see you again.